be expecting that we're going to be doing one long form video a week, but there's going to be so much more content coming out. It's very honed in from the conversations that we have. It's going to be good nuggets of information. Like you might be asking, hey, what's in it for me, right? I mean, the ultimate thing is Sam and I are doing this to bring as much knowledge and advice and help to help you become the best version of you. Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Empowering You. And we are so excited. My name is Shadi Awad, and this is Samuel Panditharai.
Hey guys,
This has
excited to be here,
been
man.
a long time coming.
It has been a long time coming. A lot of planning, a lot of dreaming, a lot of talking about it.
That's right.
And 2023 is the year, man.
It's
pretty awesome.
It's good. Let's take him through this. Let's go.
Yeah. I think, man, this is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
You know, we've said it again, but we're going to say it again probably a lot through this first episode here, episode 0. But man, I think it'd be great before we jump into, we can do all the, gratitudes and things like that a little bit later. But before we jump into that, let's talk about what is this podcast, man? And you said the name a little bit earlier, Empowering You. Let's elaborate on that a little more. Shadi, why don't you take it, man? What is Empowering You? And it takes through the journey a little bit.
Yeah. So our goal with this podcast, for all you guys that are watching this, is we wanted to develop a podcast that's going to bring knowledge and information to you that helps you become the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Really. That's kind of the main thing, the main nugget, right? So the content that we have, one, it's, comes from a lens of entrepreneurship because we're business owners and we've been through a lot on a personal level and on a partnership level in business. And over the last 10 years of our business, we've started off very focused on us.
Yeah.
Because one, you have to survive. I mean, Sam, like we were making nothing.
Nothing.
We racked up so much debt.
Yep.
And we were so inwardly focused that it's normal. It's natural in a lot of ways. But as the years have gone by and as we've developed this company and grown the team and expanded offices, something happens and you realize, look, there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of need. There's a lot of people that are on their entrepreneurship journey. There's a lot of CEOs, whether you're a client of ours or you're running another company, you're not a client of ours, that need knowledge, right, to get to where they need to get to. I had a good friend of mine that said, you can either walk to first base or you can either run to first base.
Yeah.
And that's the premise. Our goal is to bring you guys knowledge that's going to impact your lives, both professionally, personally, in your marriages and your finances, all different areas of life. We're going to focus on cybersecurity. We are a cybersecurity and IT management company.
Yeah.
There's going to be some topics around that. But that's it, to help entrepreneurs.
I think so too. I think, one of the things I think is there's a lot of shows out there. A lot of shows, for business, for IT, for cybersecurity, the list goes on, that many people are listening to. Why this one? Why Empowering You? Why do you think people should listen to this show?
Well, one, these are real people just like you guys who are watching. We might have some celebrities that come on. We might have some big shot business people, but these are people that are in the grind day to day that are going to be sharing their lives. And number two, Sam and I you and I are very open people. We're going to share our stories. We're going to share our struggles. And there's nothing more valuable than that, really, because somebody could tell you to climb that mountain, but this guy who did it is about to tell you. And that's a different story. That's a very different process altogether,
One thing I've noticed, because we watch those videos, we watch a lot of podcasts in business, finance, investing, IT, but I gain nuggets from all of them. And, there's different levels of business when you're starting out versus 10 years in versus 20 years in versus 10 million versus 100, so forth, so on type thing. And I think there's lots of genres and always some good places to go. And so we hope we're just one of those. There's many stops for sure, but it's going to be a good journey, man. It's going to be pretty interesting. So one of the things we talk about all the time when we're talking about empowering you is partnering with people. What does that mean? Take us through that. Why partner with people out there, and what does that even mean?
Yeah, we Sam and I, when we first started the company, we were pretty young, so I often tell people that it's pretty naive, didn't know much, and actually was a good thing. So if you're young and you feel like you're just not cut out for it, that's typically, if you could push yourself a little bit more or find yourself an opportunity, you could find a partner to start something with, push yourself. Typically, that's a good thing. It's good to be a little bit naive. We were young, so we barely knew each other. We met at a previous company, a voice over IP company, and barely knew each other. But we both were raised by immigrant moms.
That's right.
That's true. There's no doubt about it. And had very much the same values. Didn't even know it. I mean, now we know it, but still, we lucked out. And you hear so many stories about partnerships and how miserable they are, or how much problems and the lawsuits and all the different things that they go through. And we've had a really good one. And I think, principally speaking, right, we have some great insights about how we've structured our partnerships. And we're also viewing this as a partnership, this whole podcast as a partnership with the audience, and our commitment to continually bring information and knowledge and experiences from real people to make an impact in their journeys.
Yeah, I would add, not to get mushy for sure, but man, without Shaddy, sometimes, man, you look at the finances. And you're just like, man, if I had to look at that and bear that weight myself sometimes.
By yourself, yeah.
It would just be a burden. But we hope, obviously, man, grateful for you to be able to do that in our company, Technagy, but I think for the audience to look at us as a partner with you guys, and we're going to bring in that information, what we went through. Our journey is unique to us for sure, but has a lot of great nuggets of information that I think is applicable. So excited to do it, man. What can viewers expect from this podcast?
Right now we've defined 4 areas that are going to be very exciting. We've already booked several shows around these topics. One is CEO conversations, right? We're going to bring owners of companies, male and female, that could come share their story, not only from a theoretical, like a practical way from the business side, but also share their journey. Because I think you can look at a CEO of a company and you could think, man, I can never be like that. And you realize, I mean, he grew up the same way. Yeah, he may have grown up in the same city. And you're just like, man, if he can do it, I can do it. So CEO conversations, owners of companies, entrepreneurs, that could come and share some really valuable insight that you will be inspired by.
I think, man, what I'm excited about the CEO conversations, a lot of times, man, we see the stories of all the successes, but we never hear what it took to get there. And so those conversations would be really cool to kind of hear the journeys and the hustle and the struggle. These CEOs might be living in multi-million-dollar houses now and driving all these great cars, which, if that matters to you, whatever it might be, right? But nobody hears about the many days they were bankrupt and maybe were living on food stamps and all that kind of stuff, which we experienced a little bit of that, in the beginning of starting Technagy. It was a struggle. So that's going to be really cool. So what else? Number
2, industry experts. I'll give you guys an example. Our CFO, she is a rock star.
Big time.
Right? And over the last year, it's been probably one of the greatest transformations in our company to be able to grow in financial literacy and how to manage and run a company. So we have a P&L that we've utilized in a chart of account structure, which is where your balance sheet and your income statements reports come from, that were they were defined, but they were loosely defined early days. So she's coming on to speak about different areas around financial management of your company. And her story. She's got a tremendous story from mergers and acquisitions to just what are the key financial reports you should be getting every single month, no matter what, right? And what behaviors you should be doing. So that's a great one. We have also clinical psychologists coming on. We have cyber insurance specialists all around helping your company thrive, right?
Yeah.
And, again, run to first base. The third group is going to be you and me, just conversations about our business. The good thing is this knowledge is going to apply to everybody, but we have clients that are going to watch this. So we're going to be talking about cybersecurity. We can talk about AI and the impact on companies. We're going to talk about many current events and insights and advice that are very relevant to our business as well, cybersecurity, but also people's business as well. And in that too, part of it too, tying back to industry experts, we're going to have like major vendors in the industry come in and share solutions that, can impact people's lives and their businesses. That's the third thing. The fourth thing is I think I already mentioned it actually. Cybersecurity was a focus, but just our story and just what struggles we've been in and what we've learned throughout our journey that can help new entrepreneurs or young entrepreneurs, whoever they are, or people that are already in business, for sure.
That's going to be good. All right. Yeah. Well, great, man. I think it'd be remiss of us to not mention technagy a little bit and talk about technagy.
So why don't you share that a little bit?
But before we do that, let's jump into us. So, Shadi, man, just break us through, man. Who are you? What are you about? What do you got?
Sure. I was how far back you want to go? You want to go a little bit?
Just go back. Give us a Shadi.
Okay. Quick, super quick. Born in the Middle East, born in Qatar, immigrated to Canada when I was 4. Mm-hmm. In case you didn't know, if your bloodline is not Qatari, you're not considered a citizen. So when we arrived to Canada, we had immigration attorneys there, and my parents asked us, asked the Canadian government to take us in, and they took us in, and we became Canadian citizens. I moved down here in 2004 for school. Got my master's in business administration, MBA at Texas A&M Commerce, and then met my wife here. I married 5 kids. 3 of them were grown throughout the time we're building this business. Trust me, we have a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, a lot of mistakes around work-life balance and workaholism and a whole bunch of different stuff. But, and then, just stayed focused on this. I mean, worked for a large telecom company and then came and started up this company soon after that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit about me. My roots, by the way, my parents born in Jerusalem and Bethlehem. And so my roots are in the Holy Land, as they call it, and it's just got back from that trip. It's pretty tremendous. So
that's pretty cool.
I'm sure there's so much more I could say, but that's a little bit about who I am.
5 kids.
5 kids.
5 kids, man. That's awesome.
You catching up?
No. 2 kids, man. 2 kids.
Good.
So
that's good.
Yeah, my name is Samuel Panitharai. I'm American Indian for sure. Grew Indian by roots. Born and raised here in America. Born in New York City. My dad came over from South India. It's too hot. So we went to New York City and it was just like way too cold. So he came as south as he could, as fast as he could. And so we landed in Texas and been in Texas quite a long time. I mean, almost 20 years now. And loving every minute of it. Married a beautiful Indian woman from India. She's good. She grounds me. Her name is Sharon. 2 kiddos, 7 and 4. It's a full life. Been in IT specifically ever since. My dad made me get a job as soon as I graduated high school, and it was right in the IT world I fit in. So I've been doing it for a while, and it's been good, man. And we started a company, Technagy, together about 10 years ago now, man. Crazy, 10 years. It's been 10 years.
I like to say decade.
Decade?
Because that's a stripe you earn.
Shadi and I were just laughing, man. Recently, we used to always, when we go into meetings and things like that, everybody would be like, these kids, They don't say that anymore
No.
about us anymore, man.
We were kids at one point.
We were, not anymore. The 10 years has aged us a little bit. But yeah, we started technagy about 10 years ago. And we met at a previous company in Voice over IP, and we just hit it off. And one thing I think was pretty cool is we had the courage to, just follow our hearts a little bit. And, sometimes in business you have to do that. Like if you're just so logical and you just think everything through, a risk is a big part of it. We did that. We took that leap, and it's been great. It's been a journey ever since. There's so many ups and downs here, but mostly ups. And technagy is an IT company. It's called a managed service provider. So we provide IT support for businesses here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Nashville, Tennessee, and Atlanta, Georgia metroplexes. And we've got some teams all over the place, Nashville, here in Dallas, and we have a proactive team that is our own team dedicated in India. And so it's been really cool, man, to kind of set this thing up with you. And it's been a journey. And this podcast has been coming and been built off of all of that 10 years worth of service.
Oh, we got to, one thing we do have to share is like, so this kind of parallel. So in case you haven't seen, if you've seen our logo says technagy IT empowering you. Mm-hmm. And in technagy, we actually say this to our customers to free you up so that you can do what you do best. That's right. So it was, we talked about this kind of shift in our company where we're like, hey, there is a purpose behind technagy beyond just cybersecurity, but primarily we're here to be excellent for our clients and to do a job that's so well. But we also can bring additional knowledge to them around areas of their business. We're going to have logistics vendors and experts. We're going to have construction experts and vendors come in where those clients are going to learn. So that's where Empower You came from. It was our tagline.
So that's it, man. I mean, our client base is so diverse, but also at the same time, we have so much experience in those worlds of construction and architecture and manufacturing, and so it's gonna be really cool to bring those guys on and be a part of this podcast, man. So
exciting.
It's gonna be neat. Why don't you share a little bit about technagy, man? Just
add to that.
Yeah, just add a little bit more.
Yeah, so I think just the practical sense, companies that are probably 300 employees or less outsource their IT to us. Simplest way. And so we handle their help desk, which you'd consider reactive support. We handle the proactive side, checking their backups, patching, all the stuff that we do. And then we provide additional services like CIO services, 24/7 monitoring. We're doing a whole bunch of stuff on that. Yeah. And then that's the main side of our business. The other side is projects, right? We do infrastructure cabling, low voltage, network build-outs, design, all kinds of stuff. Office 365 migrations, a whole wide range of stuff. Mm-hmm. And we're actually in our office right now. Yeah, in case you didn't know. So we're in our office. We've taken over a section. That's right. And made it look pretty.
That's right. Yeah, I like to describe technagy as if you had your own internal IT guy, times him times 10 and treat us that way. We have such a big team, diverse in networks and servers, and like you said, CIO projects, so forth, so on. So we have so many resources to go to if there's no answers. But we like to be thought of as part of the team and work as part of the team. So, it's just a family environment. We think all our clients are our family, and it goes beyond of just delivering a service. We're really dedicated to giving the best customer experience, and we care. We really care a lot about what people think about us, which is a bad thing and a good thing at the same time. But we really do because we want to make them happy, Mm-hmm. So it's cool, man.
And on top of that, be expecting that we're going to be doing one long form video a week, but there's going to be so much more content coming out. A lot of short clips, a lot of shorts, a lot of clips, a lot of content that's very honed in from the conversations that we have. That's going to be good nuggets of information.
Cool, man. So they got to subscribe. Yeah,
that's a big thing, guys. If your friends, family, obviously, if you've never met us before and you feel like this is gonna resonate with you, and like you might be asking, hey, what's in it for me, right? I mean, the ultimate thing is Sam and I are doing this to bring as much knowledge and advice and help to help you become the best version of you, right? To help support you in your journey, help you run to first base rather than walk to first base. That's the big thing. And if that if that makes sense, and if you like that, please follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. We're on all the major podcast platforms as well, and your support will mean a lot to us.
Even if you don't like it. Even if you don't like it.
Even if you don't like
it.
us.
Subscribe, that'd be great.
And leave a comment. I've never said that before. So leave a comment.
We need those comments.
Yes.
Good or bad, we'll take it.
But I'm sure there's going to be some bad ones.
That's okay. Those Shaddy can read. Well, all right, man. Let's give some shout-outs real quick, man, because this is our first one. We got a lot of shout-outs to give, but let's condense it. Man,
really quick. I'll just say Dustin Nethery behind the...
He'll be back there, man. He's going to be... you'll hear him laughing, I'm sure, every once in a while.
Yeah, Dustin, coming into this, over the last 2 months, particularly just getting this thing off the ground. Yep. I mean, think about that speed. That's good. We're actually recording now. It's awesome. So good job, Dustin. Big shout out to Clark Deemer, lefthookvideos.com. Check him out. But has had so much input into this. They've done, I think, over 1,500 interviews over the last 10 years in their company. And they've had an input on us on this side of the recording and all that stuff. Sam Sengal, former employee of technagy back in the day, but he is moving and shaking. What do they call it? Moving and shaking. He's doing some amazing stuff. And Sam was here for several hours helping us work through the process a little bit. That's awesome. And then obviously we got to thank the team at technagy who are excited about this journey with us. We have an amazing team. Just it's been a good team.
Yeah, without them we can't do it. And of course, our wives and children, man.
Yes.
Sharon and Angie, man, we couldn't have done it without you guys.
So supportive.
Been a big support for us, man. I mean, just to put it out there into the airwaves, if you will, man.
The ether.
All the years, man, we stayed up late, working late, didn't sleep. They just supported us, picked up the kids, did whatever they had to do. Yes. So big kudos to you guys. And, of course, our children, man. We love you a lot, man. So excited to do this thing. And, of course, our clients there at technagy, too, who's probably going to like and subscribe to a lot of these. So, man, we're just appreciative of all you guys.
You're gonna show up to your meetings. And
I'm going to be like,
they're going to blast you.
Are they going to blast me?
No,
what did we say on this podcast? Hopefully something good.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, I bet it is going to be good. Well, man, we're excited to do this thing. This is
episode
our first closing.
0.
This is our first closing for episode 0, man. That's good. Good job.